And welcome to Lions Park in Vermilion, South Dakota, where the Vermilion Tanagers get set to take on the Parkston Trojans in SDHSAA Class A softball. Tanagers coming off a victory last week against Lennox in their season opener. Had some moisture over the weekend, so the field conditions are a little bit different. You can see dirt and mud getting onto the cleats, so we'll see if that affects the ball at all as they warm up here. Parkston, I believe this is their first year of softball. I couldn't find any records or anything or rosters for last year. And according to the Go Bound website, they did play a game against Freeman Marion Freeman Academy on the 4th, but I do not have results for that. They play Vermilion today. They play Lennox tomorrow. Lennox is currently 0-2. Then they play Chamberlain on the 12th, Viborg Hurley on the 15th, Bonholm on the 19th, Hanson on the 22nd, Wagner on the 25th, Alcester Hudson on the 29th, Scotland Menno on the 30th of April, and then into May, Gayville Vollen on May 3rd, Mount Vernon Planketed on May 6th, McCook Central Montrose on May 10th, Ava on May 14th, and then finally at Wagner on May 17th. Parkston's lineup includes number 2, junior outfielder infielder. Oops. Had that a little too high on my clipboard there. I apologize. To get to her name. Junior outfielder infielder Mackenzie Tietze. Allie Hobick is a junior pitcher and outfielder. Lexi Schoenfelder, sophomore catcher. Addie Dale, 8th grade infielder outfielder. Maya Storm, 7th grader, who plays infield and outfield. Grace Lindemann, senior outfielder. Alexis Holzbauer, freshman outfielder pitcher. London Sudbeck, senior infielder. Allie Moak, sophomore, who plays infield and outfield. McKenna Termier, sophomore infielder outfielder. Chloe Weber, 7th grader, plays infield outfield. Hadley Digman, freshman infield outfield. Maya Mogi, junior catcher outfielder. 7th grader outfield is Violet Helma. A junior in the outfield, Michaela Lynn. Alexis Muhlenberg is a 7th grader who plays infield and outfield. The other pitcher for this team, Isis Muhlenberg, is an infielder and pitcher and is a sophomore. Head coach is Abby Hobick for this Parkston Trojans team. Well, as we mentioned last time, Vermilion is under a new era as far as management goes, and it is Coach Louis Budmeyer. And on the roster, you have a mix of new players as well as returns from last year. Some of the probably prominent names of new players that are seniors would be like Taylor Barta, playing utility. She played third base last time out. And Janaea Cleveland, who plays center field, utilizing her defense in softball as well. Now, those two did not play last year. They're both really good at track, and so I think last year was more of a transition for some players who weren't quite sure how it would work with track and softball, but they are on the roster this year, along with Kristen Moser, a junior who plays second base and shortstop. Reagan Lee, a junior utility player. Maya Halverson, primary pitcher, who also will move to first base at times, who's a junior. Madigan Wallen, who's a junior who mainly catches, a great catcher, then moved to shortstop on Friday. And then Sienna Mount, a freshman outfielder utility player, really slick fielder out there. Chandler Cleveland, who is the senior, also a captain on this team, pitcher and utility player. She'll move all over. She was the one who ended up coming in to pitch for Maya to close out the game last week against Lennox. Mackenzie Richardson, a senior who plays second base, third base. Chloe Bottleson, an 8th grader, catcher, utility player. Jenna Peterson, a freshman, plays first and third. Janaea Cleveland, obviously the captain, senior center fielder. Bailey Baylor, captain, senior right fielder and first baseman. And Madeline Eisenbeis, a sophomore catcher and utility player. And again, head coach is Louis Budmeyer for this team. So we will take a break, and we'll be back with more after these messages from our sponsors on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube. And these are our messages from our Vermilion sportscasters, and we want to thank them for making this possible for us. So thank you to all of these Vermilion sportscasters. If you're able to at least use their services, we encourage you to. If not, we encourage you to at least let them know that you appreciate them supporting Tanager Athletics. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll be right back with more Tanager softball from Lions Park in Vermilion.
Save means You're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday. Best Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Need a new set of tires? Look to Carlson's Body Shop in Beersford. How about some accessories like WeatherTech floor mats, access roll-up truck covers, bed liners, remote car starters, and thousands of other products. Hey, you can look at everything at your convenience online too at carlsonsbodyshop.com. No wonder the song says,
Bring it down to Carlson's Body Shop, your complete car care center.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermilion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new home for your family, you want to sell your existing home, or you're a student looking to rent an apartment, Dakota Realty and Property Management can fit your needs. Being locally owned and with over 150 years of combined experience, they are the experts at helping you find your new home. Go to Dakota Realty and Property Management because they like what they do. Dakota Realty is a proud supporter of Vermilion Athletics. Dakota Realty and Property Management, located at 125 East Cherry Street, Vermilion.
The first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back to Lions Park. I apologize for the extended ad break. Did get the lineups in, so we can discuss that just a little bit as we're getting ready to start here, as they are about 10 minutes away, 12 minutes away. Starting lineups for the Vermilion Tanagers. You have leading off and playing second, Kristen Moser. Batting second and playing center field, Janaea Cleveland. Batting third and playing shortstop is Chandler Cleveland. Batting cleanup in right field, Bailey Baylor. Batting fifth and catching, Madigan Wallen. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Mackenzie Richardson. Batting seventh, left fielder, Sienna Mount. In eighth, Maya Halverson, who's pitching. And Taylor Barta playing third base, and the flex and first baseman is Madeline Eisenbeis. So it's Moser, Cleveland, Baylor, Wallen, Richardson, Mount, Halverson, and Barta, with Madeline Eisenbeis as the flex player and first baseman. For Parkston, I keep wanting to say Parker, but I apologize. It's Parkston. Leading off, number 4, and catching is Lexi Schoenfelder. Batting second, number 11, playing second base is London Sudbeck. Batting third, number 3, the pitcher, Allie Hobbick. Batting cleanup, number 32, and playing third base is Isis Muhlenberg. Batting fifth, number 5, playing first base is Addie Dale. Batting sixth, number 10, playing shortstop is Alexis Holzbauer, followed by number 13, playing center field, McKenna Termier, followed by number 29, playing right field. I do not have a 29 on their roster. All right, and then the designated player, and number 12, Allie Moak, and then the flex player is number 9, Grace Lindeman. So we will discuss that again, but we should be getting ready for the national anthem here shortly. I'm going to kind of tidy some things up here. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more not on At the Mic, more Tanager softball here on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher, proud to be the voice of the Vermilion Tanagers, and we'll be right back with Tanager softball as they take on Parkston in their second game of the season.
Interior technicians.
I'm ready for my big role, Jerry.
What do you mean?
You said I'd be in your next 30 commercials.
No. I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning experience. You know, like offices, so they can ensure happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
So the shoot's in an office? I can make that work.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermilion, they strive to provide the highest quality patient-centered dental care in a friendly, relaxing atmosphere. Knutson Family Dentistry works hard to provide the best cosmetic, general, and emergency dental treatment in the area. With over 50 years of combined dental experience, the latest dental technology, and a professional and compassionate staff, they're your top choice for dental care. Call for an appointment at 605-857-8008. Knutson Family Dentistry of Vermilion.
The wait when your furnace and AC needs repair by joining Larry's Heating and Cooling, Comfort Care, and Elite Care Club. Larry's Comfort Care Club features seasonal maintenance discounts on service and no overtime charges. Larry's Elite Club includes seasonal maintenance, free parts, free labor, free service calls, and both mean you are in front of the line for service. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling and sign up for the Comfort Care or Elite Care Club. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Welcome back to Tanagers softball from Lions Park in Vermilion, South Dakota, as the coaches are meeting at the home plate with the officials. And again, and we figured out it was just a bleed through on the carbon. So that is Mackenzie Titsey, number 2, who was playing right field for this Parkston team. Now this Tanager team, they have a game today, and then they have a couple games later this week. They'll be traveling to Del Rapids on Thursday, and I believe I will be traveling along. I'll be heading up that way. And then there's a game on Friday. We're seeing if we can get that covered. I'm supposed to take my mom to Minnesota, but if I can't find somebody to cover it, I will be in Canton on Friday. And so we will get that. That game in Del Rapids on Thursday is at 5 o'clock. The game in Canton on Friday... The game in Del Rapids on Thursday is at 5 o'clock. The game on Friday in Canton is at 4 o'clock. Then they turn around on Monday playing Sioux Falls Christian at 4 o'clock at the Samford Sports Complex. And then next Friday at versus Tri-Valley back here at Lions Park at 4 o'clock. Now, on the Go Bound website it says 4 a.m. I am pretty sure that is meant to be 4 p.m. because nobody wants to play softball at 4 a.m. All right, so again, I'm Michael Schumacher here on Vermilion streaming on YouTube as it's a bit of a chilly night, chilly day, and I have some work going on at my house. And so when I realized that the 50-degree temperatures they predicted were probably not, either at the very least, not going to come to fruition or not be a very warm 50, more on the cool side, I thought, oh, I'll go home and change and put on, full-length slacks. I was not able to get to my room because I have some construction stuff going on, so I am in shorts. So if I start to chatter, I do apologize. But again, Vermilion has a good start to their season with their win over Lennox last week. Looking to see if they can continue that. Parkston, really nice uniforms, blue pants, white jerseys with blue sleeves, blue lettering, and just some trim on that. Really, actually just a nice classic baseball or softball look to it. Vermilion has their black pants with red jerseys, red sleeves with a black trim, and kind of the red stockings as well. Black lettering, black numbers with white trim. So just really nice classic uniforms that not trying to do too much. And so we'll see how much offense we have tonight. A bit of a breeze, kind of swirling, but should be a good evening for some softball. Again, I'm Michael Schumacher at Lions Park in Vermillion, South Dakota, as we are bringing you Tanager softball. Finally got the season started last week. And so we are going to be starting that here shortly. So let me get the screen set up for you. Always helps to have a scoreboard there, so you guys can see exactly what's going on. And again, first up for Parkston will be number 4, Lexi Schoenfelder. She's already out there swinging away, getting warmed up. As we're getting a little bit of a delayed start. Coach Budmeyer meets with his team as they head out. As the Tanagers will warm up again. Maya Halverson out there to pitch. She was the primary pitcher last week as well, and she was the primary pitcher last season. Also, in Chandler Cleveland, the primary relief pitcher as they start to warm up. And Halverson puts the first pitch in there. That's a nice one. So they will get started. So we will take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll be back with first pitch as we bring you Tanager softball here on Vermillion Streaming on YouTube. Nope. That was just a brief warm-up. So we are just going to keep it right here. They throw it down to second. Get it back to Halverson, and Lexi Schoenfelder steps into the box. Again, batting is Lexi Schoenfelder, London Sudbeck, and Allie Hobick. Catcher, second baseman, and pitcher batting this inning for the Parkston Trojans.
Oh, Maya.
So Halverson looks in. Here's the windup. First pitch. That is low and inside for a ball. 1-0. That one's just a little bit high, I guess. 2-0. Swung on and missed for the first strike of the game. 2-1 to Lexi Schoenfelder. Halverson looking to get to that fast start that she had last week against Lennox. Swung on and missed. Strike 2 evens the count at 2-2. Schoenfelder taking some healthy swings. If she can get a hold of it, you might see some distance. And that is outside. Full count. 3-2. Halverson, wind up, and the pitch. That is popped high. And Chandler Cleveland camps underneath for the first out of the inning. So 1 up, 1 down for Halverson. Brings up second baseman London Sudbeck. On deck, pitcher Allie Hobick. First pitch is high, 1-0. The windup and the pitch. That's laced into center field. Fielded there by Janaea Cleveland. That is going to be a single. And the first hit of the game for Parkston. So that is a single for London Sudbeck. Brings up pitcher Allie Hobick on deck. Third baseman Isis Muhlenberg. 1 on, 1 down. That is bunted into the box. That is a foul ball. Moves the count to 0-1. As a pitcher, Hobbick keeping that sweatshirt on, keeping the arm warm, shoulder loose, or as loose as he can in weather like this. Here's Halverson, wind up, and that is fouled back up again. 0-2. Hobbick looks like she has some decent speed out of the box, so if she's able to put it out in front just a little bit, could be trouble. There's a throw down to first. Oh, just unable to corral the throw. Looked like it might have been there in time, but unable to corral it. Makes the count 1-2. Runner on first with one down. Outside, 2-2. Oh, high, 3-2. Runner on first is getting a healthy lead off there with every pitch, so Wallen is thinking she might have a shot at rolling it over there. So here's the full payoff pitch from Halverson. Swung on and tipped, caught by Wallen. That is the second out of the inning. So that brings up third baseman Isis Muhlenberg on deck. Addie Dale, the first baseman. First pitch is inside. 1-0. So London Sudbeck with a single as the second batter. Still at first, 2 down. That pitch a little high and outside, makes it 2-0. Throw down to second, heads into center field. That is a stolen base for London Sudbeck. Count is 2-1. That is low and in the dirt. 3-1. Runner's down to third and is in there in time. So it's a runner at third for Parkston. 2 down. Count is 3-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Full count. Second straight full count for Halverson.
Oh, go get her, Maya.
Here's the pitch. That is laced into left field. That will score a run. Throw back into the infield. That's a single for Muhlenberg with an RBI.
Start over, man.
Makes the score 1-0. Here in the top half of the first. First pitch is high, 1-0. Swung on and missed by Dale, 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 1-2. That is laced into the outfield. Cleveland back. Oh, unable to corral it. Isis Muhlenberg rounding second and running to third. Or running to second. Runners at second and third now. That's the third hit for Parkston. First pitch is low, 1-0. to Addie Dale. That's going to drop into the outfield. The throw to home is offline. 2 runs score. Now a runner at second with the score 3-0. Four singles this inning. Brings up Kenna Termier. First pitch in for a strike from Halverson to Termier. 0-1. So runner on second. 2 down here in the top half of the first. That's in for a strike. 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So that will end the inning, but 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors at the end of half an inning. Parkston leads Vermilion by a score of 3-0. We'll be right back on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher with Tanagers Softball.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Your crew is craving Pizza Ranch? It's easy to order online at pizzaranch.com. Online ordering makes it fast and easy to order craveable crispy ranch chicken or build your favorite pizza exactly how you like it. And now, for even more convenience, place your favorite order with just one tap. So when you're craving pizza or the country's best chicken, go to pizzaranch.com and start your order. For craveable food and convenient online ordering, there's so much to love at Pizza Ranch.
Back here at Lions Park as we head into the bottom half of the first inning. Vermilion trails 3-0 on 4 hits. So Vermilion looks to get those back here in the bottom half of the first. Don't need to get them all back, but get a couple back here and there. Batting this inning for Vermilion will be Kristen Moser, Janaea Cleveland, and Chandler Cleveland. Pitcher for Parkston is Allie Hobbick, who bounced out to the catcher. First pitch, inside, 1-0. And that one is outside, 2-0. Ball 3-0 to Kristen Moser. Janaea Cleveland on deck, followed by Chandler Cleveland. That's in for a strike. 3-1. That is low. That is a walk. So Kristen Moser is on first. Brings up Janaea Cleveland. So here's Obbick's first pitch. That is lifted high. That is going to be foul. Lands on the dugout. Hits the ceiling of the dugout for Parkston. So 0-1. That ball gets past the catcher. Moser makes it down to second on the pass ball. Makes the count 1-1. One ball, one strike. Moser on second, nobody down. A little high and outside, makes it 2-1. Again, Parkston scored 3 in the top half of this inning. Here's the pitch. That is lifted high down the first baseline. Oh, just unable to get a beat on it. Makes the count 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Hobbick with Moser on second. That is grounded right back up the middle. Fielded it by Hobbick. Thrown over to first on the sacrifice. Moser makes it down to third. So 1 down. Now with Moser at third base for these Tanagers here in the bottom half of the first inning.
Come on, Chandler.
Chandler Cleveland at bat now. That's laced into left center field, or right center field, sorry, and that is caught out there. Tagging up is Moser. Here's the throw home, and Moser will be safe. As Vermillion gets one of those runs back. So now bases are empty with 2 out. Scores now 3-1. That brings up right fielder Bailey Baylor. On deck, catcher Madigan Wallen. Here's Hobbick with the pitch. That is inside. 1-0. Ball's lifted high down the first baseline. That will be foul, but it is caught out there for the third out of the inning. In the inning, no run, or 1 run, no hits, no errors. At the end of 1, Vermillion trails Parkston 3-1. We'll be back after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube.
For the Perks card from Pump and Pack? Well, guess what? There's an addition, not just a card, it's an app. The Pump and Perks app and the Pump and Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion. Just go to their Facebook page, Pump and Pack, and scan the QR code and you're in. Or go to the store, Pump and Pack, and get the card. Then download the app. Each one does the same thing. Like give you 5 cents off per gallon every day, except for Sunday, it's doubled with the Perks card from Pump and Pack, Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
As we head into the second inning, Parkston at bat leads Vermilion 3-1. They scored 3 runs on 4 hits in that first inning. First pitch from Halverson to Mackenzie Titsy is a ball. There's a strike, 0-1. Next pitch is outside, 1-1. One of the things you battle here is your fingertips, just getting cold, trying to stay warm, gripping that ball. Swing and a miss, strike 2, 1-2. You know, Halverson would like a much quicker inning this time around. Pitch is outside, 2-2. And that is high, 3-2. Full count on Titsy. Here's the look in, here's the windup, here's the pitch. That is outside. Titsy goes down to first with the walk. As the wind starts to pick up, gray cloud looms overhead. Had every intention of bringing some plastic to put over things if it needed. I did not do that. First pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. As it's starting to sprinkle just a little bit. That bunt attempt is foul. 0-2. As it is starting to sprinkle, we'll see if they let this go for a little bit. Which is outside, 1-2. Swing and miss, strike 3. As the first out of the inning.
Top here, Maya, top.
Foul back, 0-1. As it is Lexi Schoenfelder up to bat. Schoenfelder popped out to short, first time up. Second pitch in for a strike, throw down to first, not in time. That one's in the dirt. And the runner will advance down to second. So the count is 1-2. Pitch is low, makes the count 2-2.
Come on, win it, Maya. Let's go, girl.
Count is 3-2. Runner on second. One down here in the top half of the second inning. Foul ball. Laced on the third baseline. Count remains 3-2. Ball four. Runner goes down to second on the walk. The runner goes down to first on the walk.
Come on, Maya, start over.
So the rain is picking up just a little bit. We'll see if they keep it going here. Ball is fouled straight back. Counting his own one to London Sudbeck. If you're watching the stream, I'm going to try to keep up as best as I can, but I also have the lid to the computer down just a little bit so it's not getting water in it. Pitch goes back to the backstop. Runners advance to second and third. Count is 1-1. Ball's low, 2-1. Ball gets past the catcher. Count goes to 3-1. One down, runners on second and third. As London Sudbeck is up to bat. There's a strike, making a full count, 3-2. Pitch is a little high outside. Loads the bases with one down here in the top half of the second. That ball's fouled straight back, and that is out of play. Count goes to 0-1. So ball 1-1, one down, bases loaded. As Abby Hobbick is up to bat for Parkston. Allie Hobbick, sorry. Abby Hobbick is the coach. That ball's laced down the first baseline, but foul. Makes the count 1-2.
Come on, go win this now, Maya.
Here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. That is the second out of the inning. So with the bases loaded and two down, that brings up Isis Muhlenberg, who singled her last time at bat.
Taylor Chandler.
Pitch just a little inside. Makes the count 1-0. Swung on and missed. Strike one, 1-1. Halverson looks in. High and outside. 2-1. Nowhere to put Muhlenberg. That ball gets past the catcher, but nobody's able to advance. It gets into the backstop. 3-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Full count. Payoff pitch. Bases loaded. 3 on, 2 out, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here in the top half of the second.
Yeah!
And that is fouled off. Count remains 3-2.
Oh, Maya.
Here's a look in from Maya. That, hits her. And that will bring in a run. Makes the score 4-1.
Start over 5.
Right, another run comes in, makes the score 5-1. There's a conference on the mound. Halverson does stay in. So 5-1 here in the top half of the second. That pitch is laced into right field just past the outstretched hands of Moser. Here's 1 run in. 2 runs in, so runners at first and third now with 2 down. Score is 7-1 in favor of Parkston. So Coach Budmeyer talking with the umpire. It looks like maybe we'll make a pitching change. I'm not quite sure. But it's 7-1 here in the top half of the second. Parkston leads Vermilion. As Parkston coach calls over her runners, batter for a conference. Oh. Looking at possibly a batted out of order. So we'll see what, this is kind of early season stuff, but rules are rules. You hate to too much, but, with 2 outs, makes a huge difference. So there's a conference going on. Looks like they are breaking the conference. They haven't announced anything yet. No, it looks like Vermilion's coming off the field. All right, so it does look like we are done with the top half of the second inning. We'll be back with more on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube.
Sherco in Vermilion is a full-service service center. Sherco LLC is an industry-leading supplier of tarp systems to the transportation industry and is located in Vermilion, South Dakota. Sherco Vermilion supports their customers in the agricultural, construction, waste, and flatbed markets. Become a part of the Sherco team. Go to sure-co.com, about us, /careers. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
Visit our sleep experts at the Yankton Slumberland. With over 50 mattresses to choose from, we carry every price, free financing options, and the most trusted brands in the nation like Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Tempur-Pedic. Snoring or lower back pain tormenting you? Seek relief with an adjustable power base. Fall asleep faster and cooler with our sheets and pillow selection. With a 120-night sleep trial, you can't make a mistake. See us today at the Yankton Slumberland, 2401 Broadway.
All right, back here at Lions Park, so there was a batter out of order that led to 2 runs, so those have come off the board. So it's back to 5-1, and Vermilion is up in the bottom half of the second inning. Leading off with Madigan Wallen. Pitch is a strike, 0-1. Pitch is high, 2-1, or 1-1, sorry. So 1-1 to Wallen, the leadoff batter here in the bottom half of the second inning. That one's inside and low, 2-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2, 2-2. That is high and inside. 3-2 to Wallen. On deck, Mackenzie Richardson, followed by Maya Halverson. Nope, Sienna Mount, sorry. So 3-2, full count. First batter of the inning. Here's the pitch. That is high, outside. Vermilion has their first base runner of this inning, as Wallen heads down to first on bases on balls. Brings up Mackenzie Richardson. Show bunt, but it is a strike. And Wallen heads down to second, and the ball gets past the second baseman. Wallen heads down to third. So 0-1 on Mackenzie Richardson. Vermilion trails 5-1 here in the bottom half of the second inning. And they do exchange balls. It's one of those things. It does get wet out there. That one's laced down to first. Fielded there. Wallen is unable to advance home. So that is the first out of the inning. Brings up Sienna Mount. All right, so here's the first pitch to Mount. That is high, 1-0. That is fouled off to the right. Moves count to 1-1. Tanagers would love to get a run here. Maybe get one or two. That is laced on the third base line. Foul, 1 and 2 to Mount. So here's the windup, 1-2 pitch. That is high, 2 and 2. It's outside, 3 and 2, full count to Mount with Wallen on third. Ali Habeck pitching for Parkston. That one's lifted foul, count remains 3 and 2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the second out of the inning as the ball went flying, or the bat went flying. Brings up Maya Halverson trying to help herself with 2 down. Wallen on third. Fouled off, 0-1.
Right on, Maya.
That ball fouled down the third baseline, 0-2. Little high, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Madigan Wallen on third. Maya Halverson, the pitcher, at bat. Here's the pitch from Habeck. Inside, 2-2. Ball 3, 3 straight balls makes it 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 1 runner on here in the bottom half of the second. Vermilion trails 5-1. Foul tip caught by the catcher will be the third out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors at the end of 2. Vermilion trails Parkston 5-1. We'll be back with more on Vermilion streaming on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher, and these are messages from our Vermilion sportscasters.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermilion.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Welcome back to Lions Park in Vermillion, South Dakota. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Tanagers, as the Tanagers head into the top of the third, with Parkston coming up to bat, trailing 5-1. Pitching now for Vermillion is Chandler Cleveland. Catching, I believe, is Madison Eisenbeiss. And Maya Halverson has moved down to first. And Wallen has moved out to short. So Chandler moves from short to pitcher. Halverson moves from pitcher to first. Eisenbeiss from first to catcher. And Wallen from catcher to short. So batting first for Parkston will be Alexis Holzbauer. So she counted as the final out in the last inning because they batted out of order. So she will be batting first in this inning. First pitch in for a strike. Oh, 1. Ball 1, 1-1. So again, Cleveland comes in relief. Pitches in for a strike. 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down in this top half of the third inning. Chandler Cleveland having come in relief. So that brings up Kenna Termier. First pitch is a ball to Termier. Second pitch evens the count, 1-1. It was a strike. Swung on and missed, strike 2. 1-2. When laced down to Halverson, fielded cleanly for a quick out. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Mackenzie Teetsy. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2, 0-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Chandler Cleveland. So 3 up, 3 down as we head to the bottom of the third. Vermillion trails Parkston 5-1. We'll be back after these messages on Vermillion streaming on YouTube. After these messages from our Vermillion sportscasters.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers.
Last week, a guy walked into the UPS store in Vermillion. He did not notice the copiers, the printers, the mailboxes, the banners, the posters, not even the business and shipping supplies. It was like he had blinders on. Hi, this is Jay with the UPS.
Welcome back to Tanager Softball as we head to the bottom of the third. Taylor Barta to bat for Vermillion, followed by Kristen Moser and Janaea Cleveland. Barta tries to bunt that one. It pops back. Makes count 0-1. Barta, again, as we mentioned, good track speed. So bunting is a great option for her. Fast out of the box. Count is 0-1. Once you get her on base, there's no stopping her. Oh, ball one, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hovick. Bunted right back to the pitcher. Barta down the first base line. Oh, and she is safe. She will stay there, and she will go on to second. So Taylor makes it to second on the passed ball on the throwing error or fielding error. It'll be an error on somebody. So now, with a runner on second, nobody down, that brings up Kristen Moser in the top of the order for Vermilion. That first pitch is high, 1-0. Pitch is outside. 2-0. Barta gets a healthy lead off of second. Her speed has to keep him honest behind the plate there. So again, Moser steps in, looks to the pitcher. Hobbit comes home. That is low, 3-0, and Barta goes down to third. So now it's 3-0. On Moser. Barta at third, nobody out. On deck, Janaea Cleveland, followed by Chandler Cleveland. Here's the pitch from Hovick. That's in for a strike, 3-1. That's laced into left center field. That's going to drop, and that will score a run on the single by Kristen Moser. Makes the score 5-2 in favor of Parkston. Brings up Janaea Cleveland. So again, Moser, good speed at first. Janaea Cleveland at bat. Good speed as well. Pitch is low and inside, and Moser will head down to second. Count is 1-0. So Vermilion looking to mount a bit of a comeback here. Remember, at one point it was 7-1. Then they discovered they had batted out of order, took it back to 5-1. Now it's 5-2. With a 1-0 count, runner on second, Janaea Cleveland at the bat. Oh, high and outside. Low gets past the catcher, and Moser will make it down to third. 3-0 is the count. Looking to switch out the balls again. 3-0 to Janaea Cleveland. On deck, Chandler Cleveland, the new pitcher. Kristen Moser down at third. Score is 5-2 now in the bottom of the third. That gets past the catcher. That was ball 4, and Moser will score. So Janaea Cleveland makes it down to first on the walk. Another run scores, makes the score 5-3 in favor of Parkston.
Come on, Chandler.
Brings up Chandler Cleveland now as the pitcher. If Vermillion can come back, she could be the pitcher of record. Here's the pitch from Habeck. That is high. 1-0. On deck, senior right fielder Bailey Baylor. That is high as well, 2-0. Home side, 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Allie Habeck. That is high. Runners now on first and second. As they say, Cleveland rocks. So Janaea on second. Chandler on first. Brings up Bailey Baylor as they will have a meeting on the mound. We'll take a quick break while they do and be right back.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
And the meeting on the mound is over. Bailey Baylor will step into the box with Vermillion trailing 5-3. Runners on first and second. Janaea Cleveland on second. Chandler Cleveland on first. First pitch to Baylor is high. 1-0. And that pitch is a little bit behind. Oh, throw down to third, not in time, but not fielded there. And Janaea Cleveland rounds third and will score. Chandler Cleveland will make it safely into third. That means it's now 5-4 in favor of Parkston. We have ourselves a ball game as the count is now 2-0 to Baylor. So Bailey Baylor with a 2-0 count as I have it, but I could be wrong. That one's lifted high into the outfield. And misplayed there. We have a tie game on an error in the outfield as Baylor will make it to second on the error. So now with a runner on second, nobody out, we are tied at 5-5. As Madigan Wallen steps into the box. First pitch inside, 1-0. And we are back. Perils of being outside. Somebody, I think a young kid unplugged me over there, but we should be good now. Hopefully we're back up. Count is 2-1. With Baylor on second. Nobody down here in the bottom half of the third. Vermilion has scored. 4-1 so far. That one's chopped down the third baseline foul. Moves the count to 2-2. All right, so Wallen at bat. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second. Nobody down here in the bottom half of the third. That's laced down the third baseline. Baylor will make it to third. Gets past the left fielder. Baylor rounds third, and she will come home on the single turned into a with a base error. So that is a single by Wallen turned into a gets to second on the error. Makes the score 6-5 in favor of Vermilion. As Mackenzie Richardson steps into the box. Swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Oh, that is high and hits Richardson in the helmet. You heard that crack. So that'll put runners at first and second now. Still nobody down this inning. Brings up Sienna Mount. First pitch in for a strike. Up and Wallen makes it down to third. So now runners at first and third with nobody down. Here's the windup and the pitch. That is fouled off onto the top of the dugout for Parkston. Makes count 0-2. Again, runners at first and third. Nobody down for Mount. On deck, Maya Halverson. Allie Hobbick still pitching. As outside as Madigan will score. As Richardson was stealing, makes it down to second. So that does make it 7-5, and that was a ball. So that makes it 1-2. So she swung and missed. Ball got away from the catcher. Mount does eventually run down to first. On the throw to first, the run does score. So Mackenzie Richardson scores, makes it 8-5, empties the bases. First out of the inning for Vermilion. Brings up Maya Halverson now. That was a little bit behind Maya. Makes count 1-0. Second pitch from Hobbick is high, 2-0. Halverson now playing first base after coming out for Cleveland at the top of this inning, which, boy, seems a while ago. 3 balls, no strikes on Halverson. On deck, the one who started it all this inning, Taylor Barta. It's lifted high, fouled back. That'll be out of play. And that hits the top of the concession stand. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 down, nobody on. Here's the windup and the pitch. That is outside. Halverson goes down to first on the walk. Brings up Taylor Barta. All right, 8-5. Vermilion leads here in the bottom half of the third. That ball is a strike. Makes count 0-1. Halverson on first. Janaea Cleveland. No, Kristen Moser on deck. Barta at the bat. And butts it down the third baseline. Fielded there. Barta over to first, and that is not going to be on time. Halverson is going to round second, make it over to third. Runners at first and third, and nobody's covering second, and Barta makes it down to second. So runners at second and third. Heads up base running by both Halverson and Barta. As that was a hit by Barta. She had it beat. So now runners at second and third. First pitch is a ball to Kristen Moser. Count is 1-0. That's fouled straight back. 1-1 with 1 down. Again, runners at second and third as Kristen Moser is at bat. Vermilion leads 8-5. Hi. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 on, 1 out. Swung on and missed by Moser, makes it 1-2. That gets past the catcher. Halverson comes home and she's going to score, makes it 9-5. Barta makes it down to third on the wild pitch. So Vermilion has played at 8 runs this inning. Count is now 2-2. With now 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom half of the third. That is high. Full count, 3-2. I think. Yep, 3-2. Runner on third. 1 down. That is high. Moser goes down to first. Runners at first and third. Good speed on the base paths for Vermilion. Brings up Janaea Cleveland. On deck, pitcher Chandler Cleveland. Janaea playing center field today. That pitch is low in the dirt, and Moser will make it down to second on that pitch. So 1-0 is the count.
Come on, Janaea.
Fouled off. 1-1. as far as I know, the Yankton Gazelles are in action today, too. That pregame should start in 5-star streaming at 5:40. 6 o'clock is supposed to be first pitch, and this pitch to Janea is high. 2-1. Two balls, one strike. 2 on. Runners on second and third, 1 down. Again, good speed on the base paths. That hit to the outfield will score 2 here. Like that. That might score 3. Back, and that is caught. Tagging up is Taylor Barta, making it 10-5 on the second out on a sacrifice by Janea Cleveland. That will make it 10-5 in favor of Vermilion here in the bottom half of the third inning for Chandler Cleveland. So again, now Moser on second. 2 down. 9 runs have plated this inning. That ball's lifted high into right center field. Camping underneath and catching is Parkston. But in the inning, 9-run score for Vermilion. We'll be back with the top of the fourth after these messages as Vermilion leads 10-5 on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermilion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermilion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermilion Vision Care Associates.
Federal Credit Union, we believe in giving back to the community that supports us. That's why our employees make it a priority to volunteer their time and talents to make a difference. Whether it's improving local causes, fighting hunger, or supporting our local zoo, our team is dedicated to making a positive impact in the lives of those around us. We're more than just a financial institution. We're a part of the community, working together to make it a better place for everyone. Your community, your credit union. Voyage Federal Credit Union.
Welcome back to Lions Park. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of the Tanagers, as we are bringing you Tanager softball heading into the top of the fourth inning. Chandler Cleveland. First pitch to Ali Moak is swung on and missed. 0-1. So again, Vermilion now with a 10-5 lead, having plated 9 runs last inning. That is hit right up the middle, back into center field. Fielded there by Janea Cleveland, and that'll be a single for Moak. Brings up Lexi Schoenfelder, the sophomore catcher.
Top here.
Cleveland's first pitch to Schoenfelder is bunted foul, 0-1. That pitch, they're calling it outside. 1-1. Foul ball, 1-2. Ball's laced down to third. Barta over to second for the first out. And that is getting the lead runner. Nice fielding play there by Taylor Barta. Gets the lead runner for the first out of the inning. That brings up London Sudbeck. The runner advances to second on that play. was ball one, 1-0. Again, just a reminder, Madeline Eisenbeiss is now behind the plate for Vermilion. That pitch is hit back to short, over to first. Nice play by Wallen. Man, Wallen is so solid. Great catcher, but the way she fielded and threw that, you can see why she's able to throw all the way to second on her knees as a catcher. Just a great athlete is Madigan Wallen. So 2 down, runner on third. That brings up Allie Habeck, the pitcher. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. She's a little outside, 1-1. See a blue sky over there, nice. That pitch is laced down to Halverson at first, steps on the bag, and that is it for that inning. No runs. 1 hit, no errors at the end of 3.5. It's Vermilion 10, Parkston 5. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 4th inning after these messages on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together. Your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality healthcare, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Lions Park, and we do have one change. Michaela Lynn is coming in to play for London Sudbeck. I believe Allie Habeck is still the pitcher out there for Parkston. Bailey Baylor at bat for Vermilion. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That is high. 2-0. Swung on and missed. Strike one. 2-1 to Bailey Baylor. On deck is Madigan Wallen. And that is outside. 3-1. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Full count. 3-2.
Come on, babe. So
here's the payoff pitch. That is low. Baylor takes Bell takes first base on the base on balls. Brings up Madigan Wallen. On deck, Mackenzie Richardson. So Wallen steps into the box. Bailey Baylor on first. Vermilion leads 10-5 here in the bottom half of the fourth. That pitch is high. 1-0. As the clouds are parting, sun is shining, blue sky up there. Eclipse is long done. Count is 2-0. Count is 2-0. Baylor makes it down to second on the pass ball. Again, Madigan Wallen at bat. And that is high and outside, 3-0. Foul back, 3-1. Again, this is Michael Schumacher, voice of the Tanagers for ESPN Radio 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, broadcasting exclusively on Vermilion Streaming for Tanager Softball. We're in the bottom half of the fourth inning with Vermilion leading 10-5. Bailey Baylor on second. And that is ball 4. Madigan Wallen now moves down to first. Runners at first and second for Mackenzie Richardson. On deck, Sienna Mount. First pitch is a ball. That is in the dirt. 2-0. Three and 0. On deck, Sienna Mount for this Tanager team. That pitch is high. 4-0 will load the bases. And there will be a meeting at the mound for Parkston. Might be a pitching change here. We'll be back with more after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube. Vermilion leading 10-5.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities can...
Welcome back to Lions Park. Allie Hobbeck still in there pitching. First pitch to Mount is a strike following the meeting on the mound. 0-1 is the count. On deck, Maya Halverson. That pitch is outside, 1-1. Pitch is is inside. 2-1. Again, bases are loaded. Bailey Baylor, the lead runner. Seeing him out at bat. That pitch is high. Makes it 3-1. Again, Vermilion up 5, 10-5. Here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. That is high. That will be the fourth run. Fourth ball. Makes the score 11-1. As Maya Halverson now steps into the box. And Taylor Barta on deck. So bases loaded. Swung on and missed by Halverson. 0-1. Halverson would love to get a hold of one here, get it to the outfield, get a couple of runs across. That is high, 1-1. That is high. 2-1. So again, Wallen at first, at third, Richardson at second, Mount at first, Maya Halverson at bat, Taylor Barta on deck. That is in the dirt. Blocked there by the catcher, by Schoenfelder. Makes it 3-1. 3-1. Halverson steps back into the box. Oh, Madigan didn't realize it was ball 4. Makes it 12-5. Another meeting on the mound. I believe this probably will be a pitching change. So we'll be back after these messages from our Vermilion sportscasters on Vermilion streaming on YouTube.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermilion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Safe means you're sort of protecting yourself. My mom and dad told me how to be safe. It's like super duper important. Hold a grown-up's hands. Put a helmet on because you might hurt your head super duper bad.
Protect their future by protecting yours with your local State Farm agent, Dick Sunday. Ready Mix and Equipment is your locally owned and operated ready mix company. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and with the 6-wheel drive and low-range transfer case, they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment is teaming up with Clark's Rentals in Yankton, bringing you a wide range of hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more to get the job done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Equipment for all your concrete needs, and Clark's Rentals, your rental equipment headquarters.
Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermilion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermilion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Welcome back to Lions Park, where we have a pitching change. Now pitching is Alexis Holzbauer, number 10 for Parkston. Tremere is now at short. Allie Havoc is is now at second. First pitch to Taylor is a ball. 2-0.
Come on, babe.
Bases loaded, nobody down. That is high. 3-0. Again, Vermilion up 12-5. Bases loaded, nobody down. 3-0 count. Taylor Barta up. Top of the order, and Kristen Moser on deck. That's in for a strike. 3-1.
Come on, baby.
That is outside. Gets past the catcher. Makes it 13-5. I'll bring up Kristen Moser, top of the order. Pitches a ball 1-0. Again, the new pitcher, Alexis Holzbauer. Laced down the third base line. That'll score at least one. And Richardson comes around. No, Halverson comes around to score the second. So it's now 15-5 here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Runners at second and third now for Vermilion. Nobody down. Brings up Janaea Cleveland on deck. Pitcher Chandler Cleveland. That pitch is high. 1-0. Two and 0. Again, Barta on third, Moser on second. Janaea Cleveland at bat. 2-0 pitch, fouled back, makes it 2-1. Nobody down here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Vermilion up by 10. So 2-1 is the count. That one's high, makes it 3-1. Walk here will load the bases for Chandler Cleveland. And that is ball 4. Still nobody down here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Brings up Chandler Cleveland. Chandler is the pitcher of record for Vermilion Row. Here's the first pitch. From Holzbauer, high and outside, 1-0. That one's lifted foul. That's the second one that's gotten the concession stand. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Bases loaded. Laced into left field. That's a single. That'll score 2. As Moser comes around to score, so on the double by Chandler Cleveland. Runners now at second and third. Still nobody down here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Vermilion up 12. Bailey Baylor lifts one to left center field. That will drop in. And Janaea Cleveland scores. Chandler Cleveland's at third. Bailey Baylor stays at first. So first and third, nobody down. 18-5, Vermilion leads. That brings up Madigan Wallen.
Come on, Madigan.
Here's the pitch from Holzbauer to Wallen. And that is fouled off. 0-1. That was a good pitch from Holzbauer. And, one of the things you get with the smaller school teams is just sometimes you don't have a second pitcher, and if your first pitcher struggles, it's just tough. But Holzbauer's tossed some nice ones in there, and here she comes with another. And they're just a little high. Nothing way out there, and as you think, Holzbauer's just a freshman. I mean, pitching is definitely something that could be in her future. It's a little high, 2-1. She seems to have pretty decent velocity and movement, just a little bit of control. That one's lifted high and back and hit the pickup on the second bounce, Jeff. Jeff, it was on the bounce. Don't worry. The pickup's fine. And that is 2-2.
Come on, 9.
That ball is in the dirt. Full count, 3-2. Again, Bailey Baylor on first. Chandler Cleveland on third. Madigan Wallen at bat. Full count, 3-2. Nobody down. On deck, Mackenzie Richardson. That is laced down to third. Nice fielding play. Over to first. For the first out of the inning, and a run scores 19-5. Baylor makes it down to second. So runners on first and second. One down for Mackenzie Richardson. Nice play there by Isis Muhlenberg. Ball's a little bit low and inside. 1-0. That was a really hot shot down the line. So runners at, I'm sorry, I said runners at first and second. Just a runner at second. That pitch is high. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 2-1. Sienna Mount is on deck. It's low. 3-1. Fouled off. Count moves to 3-2. Again, Vermilion up 19-5 here in the bottom half of the fourth. Trying to get a final run across. So wind up and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike two. Or strike three, sorry. It's a strikeout. So Sienna Mount at bat. Maya Halverson on deck. First pitch to Mount. That is ball one. 1-0. 2-0. And that ball gets past Schoenfelder. Baylor moves down to third, 3-0. Oh, pulled just about 3 or 4 feet foul. Makes it count 3-1. So again, one more run and it would be a mercy rule. So 3-1 count. Runner on third. Sienna Mount at bat. In for strike 2, 3-2.
You win this now once, let's go.
Here's the windup and the pitch. That is high. Mount will head down to first. That brings up Maya Halverson. So 2 on, 2 down here in the bottom half of the fourth. Vermilion leads 19-5. Maya Halverson at bat. As inside, Schoenfelder blocks it. Mount does get down to second, though. So count is 1-0. 2-0. On deck is Taylor Barta. I heard today with the eclipse that, based on Spotify streams, that Bonnie Tyler's going to make $1.5 million based on streams of Total Eclipse of the Heart today. That is something. All right, 3-0 to Maya Halverson. And that pitch gets past the catcher, and Bailey Baylor will come across to score. And that will make it 20-5, and that will be the ball game. So Vermilion will get their second win of the season, winning 20-5, scoring 19 runs in the last 2 innings of play. As just Parkston did not have pitching depth. They got off to a really nice start. And honestly, Holzbauer looked like she has some potential as a pitcher. And I think Habeck just got tired and just kind of lost it a little bit. So we are going to call it. We have gotten through our ads. And as I mentioned before, did not get a chance to wear clothes that are proper for this temperature. So this guy's going to call it because he's cold. So thank you so much for joining me today on Vermilion Streaming on YouTube. Just a nice win for Vermilion. Now, they will be back in action in Del Rapids on Thursday, and I will be making the trip to Del Rapids, and we will get the Canton game covered. If my mom has to hitchhike to Minnesota, she has to hitchhike to Minnesota. We will just make sure it's covered. So we will be covering Vermilion at every home game and extensively on the road as well. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Again, Tanagers win 20-5 after 4 innings of play. We'll be back with more on Thursday of Tanager Softball. Have a great day. I'm Michael Schumacher, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.